everybody.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Hold on, I'm trying to mute my tabs here. I don't know why it's delayed. I feel like it's delayed. But anyhow, go on. Hey, you guys. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday.
Yes. You know, Danny just asked me, he's like, what are we going to have for dinner? And I was thinking, I'm like, maybe we should do tacos.
Hey, it's Taco Tuesday.
So we are here to talk about some wonderful cruise talk that's going on right now. Let me just hop over. It looks like we have a few people in here. We've got Riza. Hello. And we've got the Z Show Cruise Fun here. Hello, Z. We've got Emily. Hey, Emily. Welcome in.
Hey, Emily. Good to see you.
We have Dahana Salong in here. Hello. And let's see. Z saying to the weather girl, hello. We've got Mary Ellen Dillon in the house. Hello, Mary Ellen. How are you doing? Are you cruising right now, or are you back home? Michigan Carol. Hello. We've got Orange Cone Blog in the house. Hello, Orange Cone.
Hey, Ross.
Z says, Bruce, I keep missing you.
Z, I've called you back, buddy. I know. We'll hook up one of these times.
So for the good stuff that we're here for tonight is to talk about one, cruising, and two, the new ship that went on sale today. And what ship is that, Jennifer?
Star of the Seas.
And that is Royal Caribbean's new Icon class ship that's coming out in August of 2025. So my first question is, have any of you guys booked it today?
I went on this, it was 9:00 my time last night, which is when it went live. And I thought Icon was bad when they first came out.
Mm-hmm.
I was blown away at the prices. And I'm still boggled. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay over $5,000 for an interior cabin. It's just not going to happen. And so I'll be waiting.
And since last night, it still went up more.
So let me tell you what it was. Yeah, for the people in the chat, let me tell you what the prices were as of this morning, because I did a screenshot here. An interior guarantee for the inaugural sailing on August 14th. Was it August 14th? I get August 14th.
17th.
Sorry, August 17th. $4,977.58. That's for a guarantee. That's not for you to be able to pick your room. If you wanted to pick your room, it's $5,273.58. Now, an ocean view guarantee was $5,795.58, and the ocean view stateroom was $5,571. And the list keeps going on and on, but the ultimate family townhouse was going for $105,177.58. Would you pay that?
Was that per person?
For the townhouse? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think that's I don't know. I don't know if that's per person or what, but I wouldn't pay it.
I think that's for the cabin.
Yeah. So again, you could go on the new Celebrity, what is it? The Ascent for less than that. So did you have anybody book it at all today, Bruce?
No, I did have a couple of people call me and ask me to do quotes, and when I gave them the quote, they finally revived enough to say, "We'll wait." Yeah, but people are buying it because when I looked again this morning, there were not very many interiors left at the lowest level. So there are people that are paying them, but those, again, that you quoted the guarantee, and we know how well Royal is doing with guarantees right now because they're overselling them and then having to cancel people's cruise.
Mm-hmm.
If I paid over $5,000 for an interior cabin and I got to the cruise port and found out I couldn't cruise, yeah. So
that makes me wonder, with as fast as the Icon of the Seas sold, I'm wondering if they oversold that, and again they're going to find out that day when people start showing up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stop cursing me.
What?
Stop cursing me. Because I'm in a guarantee.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it the cheapest way I could. So I can run down the prices real quick. What they are right now, because they've already raised the prices. So
and it surprises me because they're competing right now with the Jubilee. They're competing with the Icon. It's not even out yet for Star of the Seas. They're competing with each other on that one. Then you've got the Celebrity Ascent, and then you have Celebrity Excel that's coming out next year.
And they're complete. Norwegian Aqua is coming out. Norwegian Aqua is going to be sailing 3 months before the Star of the Seas. And tonight we're going to do a comparison between the two. Understand, Star of the Seas is a little bit bigger, is a bigger ship, but we're going to do a comparison between what you are getting on our show tonight.
So did they say there was any difference between Icon of the Seas and Star of the Seas, or is it going to be kind of like the Jubilee, the Celebration?
It's going to be like the Jubilee, Celebration, and Mardi Gras. There'll be some little tweaks, but for the most part, they're going to be the same.
It's going to be the shows will be different. The interior, the colors or decorations will be different, and I can't remember what the other thing was. They said this is coming from the Royal Caribbean blog guy. He's kind of up to date on a lot of this stuff, and that's what he said in his live last night. It's only going to be like there's the same thing that changes on each one of them. It's nothing major.
Nothing major.
So for those who are listening right now and thinking maybe they want to book this insanely priced ship, what is it, Cluck? Because I was shocked last night when they opened.
So it was for a V4 interior. I just closed it out. Let's see if it updated.
While you're doing that, Clock, I'm just going to hop over to the chat real quick. So Mary Ellen Dillon says she's home. Okay. And Mary Ellen, are you cruising at all over the holiday? Are you going on the Jubilee? Because you're a big Carnival person. Are you going on the Jubilee? Hey, Najuma Brown, welcome in. And we've got Scratch Master who has joined us. Welcome in. Not a Royal Cruiser, so no. Is it priced like Icon? If not worth looking at. Yeah.
It is priced. Yeah.
Worse than Icon.
It's worse than Icon. And Bill had asked if that was $5,000 per person. No, it's about $2,200 per person before you add your port fees, taxes, and all that into it.
Hey, Kal-El Daily, welcome in. Orange Cone saying it's insane. Royal is delusional, not interested.
And you can look at the difference between this. So the Jubilee's coming out over a holiday time frame, okay? So the Jubilee's coming out over Christmas and New Year's. before we switched our New Year's cruise, because we're not able to go now on the Jubilee, for a balcony, we were at 3,500. For an extended balcony at 3,500. So,
Okay, I got the price up.
Okay.
So for an interior cabin, without your gratuities, it's $5,661.58 for two people.
so it's already gone up $300 or $400 in
Yep.
less than 12 hours.
We actually watched it last night go up more. So if you wanted to go on a balcony, and this is just a neighborhood balcony, not even ocean view balcony, it is $7,191.58 to do an ocean
So
view.
it's gone up because we were doing a comparison, but my comparison was what it was last night. So it's even gone up higher than that, than what we're going to talk about tonight. So, that's
So
crazy.
did the Utopia drop in price? Bill, when this not Bill, Bruce, when this was announced, or because I know Wonder's dropped, because I looked at Wonder because I was like,
So Utopia has it's dropped a little bit for individuals. It hasn't for groups because I've had ours with Clock. I've had them recalculated, and but for individuals from when it first came out, it has dropped a little bit.
because I noticed this morning or last night Wonders dropped since Star. I don't know if it was just because Star came out or what, but I found like 7 days on Wonder for like $800, which was unheard of like 2 months ago.
So for the ocean view balcony, it's $8,013.58.
It's crazy.
That's Disney pricing.
And that's the
That's
whole
not even Disney. So I just had a client book a Disney for it was a balcony, but it was 4 of them in the balcony for $8,000 on Disney Dream. So
Here's the extended balcony is $8,918.
for what, an extra 20 feet of a balcony? If I pay
Not even that.
if I pay $105,000 for a townhouse, it better have a permanent address. That is right.
yeah, not a 7-day ad.
7 days for 105,000.
No ship is worth
I mean-
$5,000. You are right, Mary Ellen Dillon.
Yeah.
So the Icon Loft is not the suite. I guess it's the next one down from it.
Mm-hmm.
That one is for two people, $41,465.
How much?
$41,465.
So how much is the inaugural for Jubilee? Who's on who? Oh, you're not on
So
that.
the inaugural right now, a balcony. So an interior is around it's around 20 to 3,000 for an interior, but it's gone up. It was lower. It went up because of getting close to selling out and everything. It went up.
So when the Mardi Gras came out, the original ship of the XL class, how much were those starting at? They weren't this much, right?
No. They were interiors was about 2,500 to 2,800.
Oh, that was kind
Mardi
of
Gras also
that came out right after the pandemic and all.
What's that?
That didn't start sailing until just after the pandemic, right?
Correct.
So it
That
was
did
kind of
not.
affected that way.
That was not. See, the difference is the Jubilee. The reason it's a little bit more is because it's during the holidays, and holidays are
Right.
always more expensive. The Mardi Gras was less than the Jubilee, but the Mardi Gras didn't. The Mardi Gras sailed in August, I think it was.
So I'm wondering, and you're gonna have to tell me this. Well, you haven't even been on it, Clock. You've never been on an Excel ship, have you?
Nope.
Because I want to.
Him and I both are going to be busting our cherry on the Jubilee.
Because I want to see the difference between the Excel class and the Icon. Like, why is it so much more expensive? That's what I'm trying to.
Because it's royal.
Yeah, but even Oasis didn't even go for that much. So what is so great about this ship is what I'm trying to gauge. Like, and that's the thing. Who knows? People could go on the Icon for the first time and say it sucks, and then they have to lower their prices because people aren't going to go on the Star if people have bad reviews on the Icon. Right?
Well,
like, how much
I'm
is
thinking
too
that's
much?
one reason why they put the sale of the Star out so soon, because no one's been on it yet. So it's still
Right.
mysterious and still like people want to do it because no one else has ever done it before. So
I
think
don't want to steal Bruce's show tonight, but there has to be a stopping point at some point that people are going to stop paying this. And that's so
Right.
Stay tuned for Bruce's show at 9:00 because I've already put my stop. I'm not paying it.
I'm not paying it. And I was one that was like, if it was the same, I wasn't going any more than Icon. So if it was the same as Icon, if I got my interior guaranteed interior for $3,000, which is what I paid, I would have did it. But not going to happen.
That was the same price range I told Andrew. So if it's 3,000, maybe 3,500 for the three of us, let's definitely maybe put it on
See,
hold.
that was $3 just for two of us.
Yeah, and we looked at it last night, and I was like, no thank
And not only
you.
that, you have to put down a $500 deposit.
Exactly.
So, and that's the other thing. So you've got Christmas. You've got people who just paid off the Icon, who just had to put all their money down on the Icon. Now they're going to go on the Icon next month, and there's all these extra prices that they've jacked up on everything, including stuff at Coco Cay and all these excursions and drink packages and everything else. Where are people getting money for the Star? Is it the same people that are on the Icon, or?
I have a feeling it's the elitists, like Disney jacked their prices, and they said, "Oh well, if you don't want to pay it, don't come." And
yeah, but how well did that work out?
Well, still people are paying it though. Maybe not as much as they want to.
All right, so let me jump over the chat. We've got Life with Chloe Nova. Hello, welcome in.
Sorry, that was me. My bad. Bye.
Santa Scott, hey. Mary Ellen says, I'll never book these, so I'm out. Scratch and Pete, welcome in. Right, that's what I'm saying, Will G. I could go on 3 cruises, maybe even almost 4 for the price of that, depending when you're cruising.
When you've got MSC that more and more people are going in MSC, and you've got Carnival with their newer ships that aren't this. You've got Norwegian coming out with newer ships that are. You've got the only thing I can think of, and we're going to talk about more tonight, is that Royal's trying to price it out so it is just elitists going on their cruise line. I guess I don't know, but I even have it. Paying even $3,000 for an interior, I have to choke and hold my nose. For me, it's not. I'm not saying other people won't do that or can't do that, and that's great. But when I know that I can book a balcony for that, I just have a hard time doing that.
We got the inaugural sailing for the MSC World America for $2,800 for me, Andrew, and Chloe. I mean, It's a brand new
Yeah.
ship coming out in
So
2025.
that's another one. The World of America is gonna be competing against the Star of the Seas. It's coming out just before Star of the Seas, and so that one's not near these prices. So I don't know what Royal's thinking, but I know that they are. When you talk about the main ones when it comes to food and stuff, Royal seems to be a little bit above, but I don't think they're that much above.
It's not anymore. Not based
Yeah.
off the last couple ones I've been on. It hadn't been.
So I think they've taken their food market and put it into celebrity, because celebrity food was, you couldn't even tell they were even related to the royal family. Like, it was over the top. So I think they've kind of moved away from the food department in Royal and moved that over to the celebrity side of the house.
It seems like more on Royal is like, if you don't like it, we got plenty of these specialty dining you can choose.
Right. And then they're going to charge you for it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll have to try when I'm on for a Lure, because I haven't been on a Royal in forever. So I don't know. I've heard their new menu sucks, but I haven't been on it since they've changed it. But I will even tell you, so when I was on Royal, I used to get the escargot every night. And I don't even know if it's still on their menu every night.
It's not on the menu every night.
But I ordered it when we were on Celebrity, and they have it every night. And not only that, the pieces of the escargot were like 3 times the size of Royal. And I don't know what they did to it, but it tasted like magic compared to Royal. Like, it was like 3 steps above. So I think they've kind of taken away from that menu and putting a lot of their classics on Celebrity's menu and have taken it up a notch.
I will say, last night after we looked at Star of the Seas, Andrew and I were looking at Celebrity, and I feel like we will probably go on a Celebrity cruise in 2026.
Yeah, I've been looking at some for 2025 on Celebrity. So, and their prices are reasonable. They're not like this Icon stuff.
Very reasonable.
And they're brand new ships. That what is it, the Ascent or whatever everybody's been on the last week? That's beautiful.
Ascent's the one right now. I mean, they have the 3 or 4 of them right now that are all within a few years of each other. Beyond, Ascent,
Excel.
Excel. So I mean, they got plenty to choose from, and they're pretty much all the same type of ship.
Mm-hmm.
They're all out of that same class.
Do you see Ross's comment here?
No, I'm going to scroll down. Let me get back over to the chat. So it looks like Scratch and Pete has come in. Hello, Scratch and Pete. Marjorie has come in. Hey, Marjorie. Mary Ellen, she's going to be working the end of December. Danny D, hello. Welcome in. Yes, Will G. It's insane. I can't believe people are paying that. We have Globee's Travels in the house. Welcome in. Let me see. Anthony Simone, Captain Sherry. Yes, thank you for coming in. And I still have to watch your, he's doing a Vlogmas series. So I need to go back and watch yours from today and yesterday, but it is on my list, Anthony. Sherry, Awesome Sunsets. Hello, hello.
Sherry.
Sherry, we're actually talking about what I was talking to you about last night with the Icon and the Star of the Seas prices. Hey, Will G said, I'm on the 4th sailing of Jubilee, and I paid $9.79 for both my wife and I.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really good. All right. Breaking news, Stars the Seas, August 17th, 2025. 2 adults, 2 kids, family townhouse, $114,409.16, including taxes, fees, and gratuities, with a 30% discount. Friend booked last night.
Think
Did
about
your
what
friend have room for other people to be in his...
Right.
I'll just sleep in a corner.
Right?
I only need a 3x3. You know, I can sleep in a 3x3 part of real estate. I'll sleep on the balcony.
He just sent me the invoice from it.
That's
114,000.
That is nuts.
Can you-
So, and it's funny that you say this, Michigan Carol. Something you get on newer ships is infrastructure, better for the environment. That's worth paying for less pollution. So, speaking of infrastructure, so I'm wondering how this is going to work because they are going to be going out of Port Canaveral. Port Canaveral is already a mess with Wonder of the Seas. So if they have, there's no possible way Wonder of the Seas and the Star of the Seas and Utopia can all be in port at the same time. Their streets and parking cannot handle that. So I'm wondering if they've planned for this in their infrastructure. Are they building like new roads around there or what? In Port Canaveral. Because that's a lot.
Maybe they're going to move some ships around too.
Maybe. Because that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of traffic.
And that doesn't include having, you know, I mean, that's just crazy when you have all those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Will says, I booked during the 50th anniversary sale. Scrolling down, looks like people are just saying hi. Cruise Nuts has come in. Hello, Cruise Nuts.
Hey, Cruise Nuts.
Ooh.
Hey, the mother and daughter duo, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, well, you don't need to sleep on a cruise anyway.
Yeah, I wonder if they would book one where you don't get a cabin.
Yeah.
Like standing room only, like how Cowboy Stadium, AT&T Stadium does it. No seats.
Or maybe they could do like timeshares do, so they book it. So like, okay, you get 2 days here, and then someone else gets 2 days. I don't know.
You get this assigned a deck chair.
Hey, see me traveling. Thanks for coming in.
I mean, we're making fun and laughing at it, but I mean, look at reality. I mean, this is, you know.
Well, and I don't know if you guys have flown in and out of the Orlando airport lately, but that airport is a mess.
Awful.
Like, you really need to be there. They're saying now 3 hours before your flight to get through security there, that it is 4 o'clock in the morning. It looks like the middle of the afternoon. That's how crazy.
And now they're adding another ship that's going to make that, even worse.
That's what I'm saying. Did they consider all the infrastructure for everything?
I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure they.
I mean, you're better off flying into Tampa and driving if you could rent a car and dump it on the other side of the state.
Isn't there that train also that you can take now too?
You could take it from Orlando to the east coast of Florida, but they don't have it over in Tampa yet. It hasn't been built out over here yet.
But I thought they were working that way, that it was going to be in Tampa in 2024.
It's supposed to be, but I haven't heard any more about it recently. I don't even know if they've started the construction on it yet. But yeah, it's supposed to loop all the way around to Miami and back up through Orlando and do a big loop through the state. But they've only got it from Orlando down to Miami, and it's not coming over the West Coast yet. So yeah. But yeah, the Orlando airport, forget it. So I don't know how they're going to accommodate all this. I know they just built a whole new terminal that just opened, but still, I mean, I don't know. I mean, how many people is the Icon?
Icon is
Oh, you know what? I have it on my little cheat sheet right here.
Yeah, let's see.
5,600 passengers.
How much?
5,600.
Is that double occupancy?
That's just double occupancy.
So that's not full capacity.
No.
That doesn't include triples and quads. Because I thought they were close to 7,000.
I think it was higher. I thought it was higher than that.
probably higher than that because the Excel celebration is over 6,000. So,
Sherry, are you going to have to get a new royal map now?
well, this has an icon on it. It doesn't have star
Doesn't
on
have
it.
star,
So
though.
I might have to get a new one. Or I'll pencil it in because I'll never go on. I'll never be able to afford it. Orange Cone said Orlando to Miami, Tampa line is running across conflict with local government officials. Yeah, they've been talking about this thing forever over here. But they need it because the traffic on I-4 right now is just too crazy. Maybe they want people to take an Uber or Lyft instead of park. Not enough park. No, there's not enough parking. I can already tell you there's not enough parking. I don't know how that's gonna work. So yeah, I don't know. 7,600.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Or yeah.
That's max capacity.
And which that was Icon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's another 1,000 some people. I think it was close to 10,000 once you add the
Crew.
if they're max plus the people working on board.
Bye, Emily. Thank you for coming in.
Bye, Emily. Thank you.
So Sherry, Awesome Sunsets. Are you booking the Star? I know you booked the Icon. Are you booking the Star?
I was going to see if anybody in chat booked the Star. I just would like to know.
Yeah, I'm jealous if you did because I want to go. I need to win the lottery.
Even if I won the lottery, though, I don't know, because Andrew and I had this discussion last night. The ports weren't that exciting to me either for what you're getting with Star.
I'm doing the exact same ones for Icon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm getting like Bill. I feel like I keep going to the same ports. I want to go somewhere else.
I told Andrew last night, because I was like, that would put us going to St. Thomas 3 years in a row. And I was like, how bougie are we to say, oh, St. Thomas 3 years in a row? Like really think about that. But really feel that way, like not, we want to do something different. And then we were looking at, that's where we went to Celebrity XL, and I think it's going to have the same itinerary, St. Thomas and all that. So, and it was much cheaper.
Yeah, we went on the Celebration. I went to St. Thomas, San Juan, and Dominican Republic. So yeah. It's like the same place. I mean, I love St. Thomas, but I'm tired of spending all the money to go there when I could go somewhere I've never been.
Right.
Like I haven't done Cabo. I haven't done the Panama Canal. I haven't done any of that stuff. And that stuff, I that's on my bucket list. Norway, that's on my bucket list. Ireland. So I agree with you. Like I need something new. Like these ships keep going to the same place. Like I haven't been to Bermuda yet. I could do a cruise going to Bermuda. I could do the Canadian coast. I haven't done that yet. So no, I agree. I'm not going to pay $8,000 to go somewhere I've already been.
No, I mean, you could take a transatlantic. Now, obviously if you have PTO, but you could take a transatlantic or Trans-Pacific, and like your flights are not even going to cost you that much.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Just throwing it out there.
Hey, Lady CZ, thanks for coming in.
Hey.
Hello.
So, Bruce, are you going to book if the Icon drop? I'm not talking about Star of the Seas. I'm talking about Icon. If that drops, are you going to book it, or are you going to wait and see?
I'm. If it drops, probably. Right now with us, what we have for anything going on the East Coast is we got to think about flights also,
mm-hmm.
and flights, into either Orlando or Miami for anything happen over there. We're unless sometimes I catch a deal, but I'm looking at close to $1,000 that I have to add on top of whatever that cruise is for flights, for hotels, all that. So but yeah, if it drops, because we are doing some, but like next year we're going on the breakaway out of Miami in May.
Well, and
yeah,
that's the other thing. You've got to look at what time of the year it is, right? Because for us right now, like I was looking at flights to fly into Atlanta for the Helen meetup instead of drive. It's right in the middle of spring break. Those flights are like costing us like $600. I'm like, forget that. I could drive for less than that. But versus if I flew to Atlanta like in September, it's going to cost me $200.
Yeah, but our flights to go to Helen, so we were paying, like when we went to New Orleans, we paid over $800 for that New Orleans flight. But our to Helen, Georgia, we've seen the flights already go down because we're paying just over $600.
Yeah, but you're not flying. My flight to Georgia is not what's expensive. It's flying back to Florida in the middle of spring break is where they're.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no one wants to come to Seattle for spring break.
Nobody wants to go to Georgia for spring break either, but it's coming back into Florida. That's where the second half of the trip.
And those flights, which really surprised me being only that from what we've been paying for, those are nonstop flights too. So
that's good. Mm-hmm. So Sherry's saying, yeah, I have to fly from St. Louis. So she's got to factor in and speaking of Sherry, Sherry, I hope I can announce this, but she has some rooms on a February, and you can put it in the chat for February for Icon of 2025. She has rooms blocked, and she still has some available that she got at a cheaper rate the minute they went on sale. So if anyone is interested, contact her because she has them blocked right now. So put that little plug in there. So Clock, for your Icon, what are you most excited for this trip in January?
Well, I mean, after y'all done got me scared about my room, I guess it's going to be fun finding out whether I have a room or not.
Isn't that sad?
Really, it's just getting on the new ship. I mean, that's the most exciting I'm seeing. Because now, like, I'm not doing the water slides. I'll hang out in the adult area, but some people said that the adult area was like some of the adult areas may have either charge you or you may have to have elite status to get into them. But we'll see.
That's great. Because I was we're booked on Allure of the Seas in May and then Utopia in September. So I was looking at like their specials for like the excursions and the drink packages, and they jacked them up for Utopia versus Allure too. And I'm thinking, well, Utopia is almost a cheaper cruise, but I guess since it's new, they're jacking up the prices on their drink packages and everything else. Because I was comparing them, but I don't know. But the adult area, they're skyrocketing. I thought the adult area would be free at Coco Cay, but it's not. They're charging you for it.
I knew with the way Royal wants to charge for everything. I knew that.
And I think that's what they're going to. I think that's their new model. They're going to start charging for it. Before they weren't charging. They don't charge you for any of their entertainment, like the Flow Rider and all of that. I'm wondering eventually if they're going to start charging for it.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I can see definitely, like, I've been pretty loyal to Royal. I really like Royal a lot, but with the way they're jacking prices up to everything, then, I mean, I won't stay with Royal. It's going to force me to go do other things, and they're going to have to be, I mean, they'll have to see whether the people these elitist people keep coming back to them or whether they're just this is the new thing, so I'm going to do that, and then next time I'm going to go do something else, and they're not going to have the repeat business maybe that I would have given them.
Right.
So Together We Travel has come in. Hey. And Sherry's saying Carnival charges for the Bolt, NCL charges for the go-karts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we were noticing as well.
And see, Royal's not charging for any of that stuff right now.
Well,
right now,
what?
That Crown's Edge is $90.
The what?
The little zip line thing off the side of the ship is $90 a person for one shot, and it's less than 90 seconds.
$90? It's $1 a second.
$89.99.
Woo.
Wow, they didn't charge us for that, I don't think, on the celebration for the plank thing on the side. Maybe they did. I don't think they did though. But I don't know. Maybe they're gonna start charging. Maybe that's their. They don't charge you for the zip line though on the Oasis claps that goes from one side to the other.
They haven't done that, but for this one here, they are. It went live like maybe 2 weeks ago. I talked about it a little bit about 2 weeks ago, and it's $89.99 a person.
And that's on Icon only because they don't have that on an Oasis.
Icon and Star. Yep.
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be going on Icon anytime. Ropes course is free. Okay, that's what I thought. Will G. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Carnival might be winning some of Royal customers pretty soon. They might be priced out of Royal.
Well, I know right now, like I'm interested in going on Jubilee because one, it's a big ship, and two, it has so many food options that are free. And Royal's getting to the point to where, like I said, it's crappy food. I mean, the food has gotten terrible, and I don't like the menu. So they're kind of forcing me to either buy the thing or go to another ship.
Well, and that's the other thing. Celebrity has many free food options. Yeah. So why is Royal not? That's what but I guess if people are going to pay it, they're going to Orange Co. Next thing.
Well, it's because I haven't cruised on Royal, but Royal and Celebrity, they do. Are they allowed to run separately, like with Carnival, Princess, P&O, all of them? They have their own separate way of doing everything, or is Celebrity and Royal kind of do things together?
Separate. They're separate. Now you can take your loyalty status and go over to Celebrity, and they'll match it one time. After that, it's up to you to do the rest of the way, but they'll only match it once.
It's kind of like Princess and Carnival; they're their own thing. So, but their new ship looks amazing from what I've seen. And then you've also got that other new ship that just came out too, Bruce, the NCL Viva.
Yeah, you got the Viva that just came out. And I mean, Norwegian's really, they're between the Prima and the Viva. And this new Aqua looks really cool too. So
and now is that the same class as the Viva, or is that different?
No, it will be the same class as the Viva and the Prima.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many new cruises now, like ships coming out, and there's so many group cruises. It's like it's so overwhelming now to try to decide: do I want to go on this group cruise, this group cruise, this group cruise, or do I want to do this ship, this ship, this ship? Like it's like,
yeah, when it comes to picking, especially when it comes to group cruises, because there are so many, it's the people that are part of the group. Who do you want to cruise with? per se.
Right, because everybody's so spread out now because there's so many group cruises. It's like,
Yeah.
all right, who's on this one? Who's on this one? Who's on this one? And
What we
then,
really have a problem is with when you have two creators or two groups that are both having group cruises around the same time, and you want to cruise with them both. What do?
Exactly. That's how we feel.
and it's hard to like. So, for instance, I don't even want to book anything for. Thanks, Vizio Travel, for coming in, driving and listening. Don't watch. That's the other thing. Like, I'm afraid you don't want to book anything either because you don't know who's going to make the next announcement of a new ship or a new group or a new whatever. Because now you've got this 2025 star coming out. Not that I'm going to go on it, but what happens if I had already booked something and I wanted to go on that because now they just announced this cruise? So it's kind of like.
That's what we did to ourselves. We booked so full for 2024 and then 2025. Well, we're kind of now into 2026. I'm like, that's 3 years away. So much can change in a person's life. And well, I guess it's 2 years now, but closer to 2 years now. But still, like, so much can change for somebody.
You could be pregnant. No, just kidding.
I have a better chance of going on Star of the Seas out there. Oh boy.
But right, there could be 3 new ships coming out by 2026 that we don't even know about. Like,
right.
Well, that's kind of the risk you take, but we have to plan 2 to 3 years out. We can't do last minute stuff, or that's why we already are looking at 2026.
Exactly.
We have to go that far out.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, but Bruce, what are you going to do if you plan something for January 2026, and then all of a sudden there's this big vloggers cruise that's announced for January 2026 on this brand new ship?
It is what it is. We have a group cruise happening in April of 2026 already.
All right, why don't you talk about it while we're right here at talking about it? So transition into it.
We do. On the Carnival Horizon, April 11th, 2026, going to the ABC Islands. It's a 7-day cruise, or no, 8-day cruise, because it's got 4 sea days with the 2 on each end, with the 3 islands in the middle. It's going to be great. You can either get a hold of myself or Felicia with SET Adventures and get on there. And right now, by January 6th, pay $25 per person, $50 per cabin, and you can save yourself a spot. And we have more people doing that to keep the current rate, because come that time, we're probably going to have to categorize it, and it's very likely, because I've already talked to Carnival, prices are slowly going up. So get a hold of us and put that $50 down per cabin and save your spot at the current rate.
And is that $50 refundable?
That $50 is refundable. The full amount, everything's refundable up till final payment date, whatever you paid onto it. And that $50, it will be applied to your cabin once you do your full deposit. We apply that $50 towards your cabin.
And then where is it out of?
It's out of Miami. Okay. And it's going to all 3 ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and Carousel. And then you got 2 sea days at the beginning, 2 sea days at the end on the Carnival Horizon. It's going to be fantastic.
And there you have it.
The clocks are going. I mean, come on.
It might be as close as the Icon as we'll see it. Because Icon is out of Miami. So you might get lucky, and it might be parked right next to Icon. And now you can say you've seen it.
There you go.
You can never get on it.
We do. We have some great people that's already booked on this thing, and more people that went on the booze cruise. We had such a great time on the booze cruise. that was such a fabulous time that so many people came up to either myself or Felicia and said, hey, you guys need to do another one. So that's why we put this one together. And there's a lot of excitement. So everyone on this panel should be going on that cruise.
Maybe.
Everyone in the chat should be going on the cruise. Come on now.
I don't even know what I'm doing in 2025 yet, let alone 2026.
Take the risk.
Sherry can't commit to that.
I have nothing booked yet for 2025. That's my January project is to start on 2025.
Ooh.
So anyhow, so Jennifer, what's your next cruise?
We are on the Carnival Jubilee in 24 days. 25, 24.
So the countdown is on.
It's
The
real.
greatest cruise of all time.
Greatest cruise of all time.
I don't know. I think the Icon's the greatest cruise of all time. If it lives up to the price.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
that's the thing. It has to, I don't know. If I haven't talked to anyone. It's got to live up to that price. So, Clock, you got to let us know.
Yeah.
There it is.
If it lives up to what you paid, then it might be the greatest ship of all time.
52 days. We just got an offer from our NCL Encore to upgrade to a hold on, let me pull the email up. A club balcony suite. So
for which one? Because you're going on it twice. Which cruise?
The one in March.
Wow.
So if anybody's ever done that, let me know.
I don't even know what a club balcony is. Is
Me
that kind of
either.
like it might be like Celebrity. So they have, I've learned a lot about Celebrity in the last month. So they have a concierge like area, right? So you can upgrade from a balcony to concierge. And what it is you get like a butler service. And then you get like special treats that they bring to you once a day. And you get a bottle of champagne. And your balcony is a little bigger because you're like in like kind of like a club area. And
Is it like yacht club, you said?
No, you don't get all those benefits.
Oh. Okay.
But you don't have like a special like dining room or anything like that.
Oh.
But maybe on the Encore you might. I don't know.
I don't know. It's like we've never done this either because we've always done like Carnival and Princess, but it's where you submit a bid, I guess it is, and it was $50 per person. So for the first two people, so it was $100. But we have an ocean view on the 5th floor, or 5th deck. So
the problem with the bids is you can't pick where your room is. So you get what they give you. So sometimes it could be worse than the room that you already have. So you need to really think about it.
Yeah, we just kind of.
So it's not like, hey, you have a balcony. Now you can go pick which one you want. This is your new room. And that's basically, hey, Shantirement, thanks for coming in.
Hey, Shantirement. Well, we're going from like an ocean view to we put a club balcony suite. So thought we'd try. But
yeah, you have to let us know.
Yeah, if anybody's been in it, like let me know. I'll message you so I can find it. Because after this live, I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to get offered that for your Encore because your Encore is probably sold out or almost sold out. Alaska's popular.
Yeah. Well, it's also like 2 years away.
Yeah. So when's your next one, Bruce?
235 days.
Wow, you have a while.
Wow, that hurt.
It was going to be, let me see. It was going to be 25 days, 23 days, whatever. The New Year's Eve one is.
Then we had to move
it to February. But there's issues going on with Cindy's work, so we had to move it again. So we are now going on the Have Luggage Will Travel group cruise in July.
That's fun. That's good.
So
it's a good time.
We're hoping that.
Yeah, you're gonna be with Clock a lot next year. It sounds like.
No,
Hey.
we're only on one cruise for sure right now next year.
Oh, okay. Why did I think you were on the You're not on the MSC? Oh no, that's not next year.
That's not
this
next year. That's
25.
2025, and that is not decided yet. I don't know.
Okay.
I am looking at it. I will tell you that.
It's all based off of whether or not he still likes us at the end of the FRGC. Whether him and Cindy are still getting along with us, then they'll decide whether or not they're going to do the.
Well, I'm still working.
No, it was great. It was fantastic. Where Cindy and I really got to know Mike and Ricky on the booze cruise, and it's been fabulous. And we're on a little group chat through texting with Kurt Marsha. That's been a lot of fun. And no, it's been great. So I'm sure we're gonna. And to be honest with you, it was a blessing that Cindy's work was having issues that we had to change it, because she wanted to already change it anyway as soon as she found out when the clocks were going on it. And so, but we went ahead and changed it with her work, and so it's costing us a little bit more, but not too much more. So,
Well, I'm still going to try to convince you for the Utopia. I still think you need to be on a group cruise with all of us on that. But then again,
well, I am going to see you in March.
I was just about to say, I just remembered you're going to see me. I'm so excited you guys are going. I had no idea. It was funny because when you were on your live last week, you were starting to say something about Helen, and then I missed it because my mom called, so I had to mute it. And then I came back on, and you were talking about something else, and then you said something about Helen, and I was like, is he going to Helen? So then I pinged Darian. I was like, are they going to Helen? And he's like, yes. I was like, okay, that is the best news I've heard today.
So it was on the booze cruise that the clocks and Kurt Marshall were talking about it. So when Cindy and I got home, she's like, I want to do this Helen thing if we can do it. So I started looking and got pretty good price. Well, we consider pretty good prices on flights, and so I called up the hotel there and booked it, and yeah, so got a rental car. We're flying into Atlanta like at 4:00. We're flying in on Thursday.
Okay.
We're landing in Atlanta like at 4:15 in the afternoon. Got a rental car, so we'll be up in Helen about 8. So
you'll be there Thursday night.
Yep.
I think we're gonna go Thursday and then leave real early Sunday.
So Sunday we are leaving really early. Our flight leaves at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Sunday.
We're leaving early too.
Oh my
We're
God,
going at
7:30 in
Wednesday.
the morning. You have to leave there by like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to get to the airport.
Well, we're used to that. I mean, we do that out here all the time.
Yeah, but you're going to be on Eastern time.
Yeah. So, well, no problem. We'll probably still be awake because it's like midnight at home. We'll be good.
That's true. So we're probably going to leave early Sunday too, because I have a bunch of family in Atlanta. So
it's to most of the cruise ports, at least within a day to day and a half. Mm-hmm. So, you know, even our granddaughter's in Texas, and Cindy wants to be close to our granddaughter. But at the same time, Cindy has lived in Texas, and she doesn't want to deal with that summer heat that they have.
Well, then she don't want to live in Florida either.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't. She's lived in Florida, or actually her parents lived in Florida, and she doesn't really want to deal with the humidity and stuff with Florida either. So I don't know where we're going to end up, because I've done all of the states around there, from Tennessee to Louisiana to even Alabama, everything around there. And she doesn't want to. So I don't know where we're going to end up.
You never know. She could fall in love with Helen.
You never know. She could. I will tell you this. She went and had a training at Annapolis just before the booze cruise. and she absolutely fell in love with that area of Maryland. And she actually called me. She says, "I want you to put the house up for sale right now because we're moving here." She fell in love with that area. So who knows where we'll end up? But I mean, she likes this weather, but she wants to be closer to the grandbaby. I want to be closer to Cruiseport so we can drive, not always have to fly. So we'll compromise somewhere in there.
All right. Well, we are at 7:00. You want to talk about your live tonight, Bruce?
Yes. So we will be live at 9 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be continuing this conversation about the Star of the Seas. We've got some comparisons that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be also talking about Helen a little bit and a few things. We got a few topics we're going to be covering, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you come and join us at 9 p.m.
And I'm jealous right now. Will G has a cruise a month booked through March. Very jealous of you.
Hey, by the way, just going to throw it out there. Will G is booked for the 2026 group cruise. Just saying.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is that the Horizon one you were just talking about? I can't keep up with all of these.
What's that?
I can't keep up with all the group cruises. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that the...
Yep. Nope. The 2026 ABC's group cruise.
There needs to be a web page with everybody's group cruise.
I think we're the first one to book a 2026 one, though. I haven't heard of any other ones that haven't 2026
There
yet.
is one on the new ship, I think it is. The new Excel.
Celebrity.
No, the Celebrity Excel. Whenever that.
Oh, the Celebrity Excel.
Yeah, I think Cruise Dorks have a group cruise.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in 2026. I don't know. They have like 3 or 4 too. I can't keep up. All right. Mike Clock. What you got?
I got we're going to be on Journey with the Gingers Thursday night, me and the wife, and talking about cruising, talking about YouTube. And then we will have our normal live on Sunday, and hopefully I'll have some videos out. I have some shorts coming out every day, but hopefully I'll have some full-length videos out.
Cool. And then Jennifer. And by the way, they are 100 and how many hours?
101.
101 hours from their 4,000 hours to be fully monetized. So if anyone could go over and watch some of their playlist, that would be awesome. But what lives you got going on this week, Jennifer?
Well, first I have to give a shout out to Mike Clock with Clock Family Adventures and Warmstrong. They hopped on a live with me today during lunch, and they carried us through to your live. I mean, I said, hey, I got to go back to work, and Bill and Clock, they were just awesome. And then we're like, well, we'll have our own chat. So they were super awesome. So I want to give them a shout out because that's just awesome. That's how awesome our cruise community is. We have a live Thirsty Thursday trivia with Controversial Cruising. I believe it's going to be over the Brady Bunch and probably some other cruise topics. And then Saturday night with Traveling Check, we are not having a live, but I may pop in if we're real close to like our 101 hours to finish. I may hop on just to knock it out, so that way we can be done. But yeah, that's what we have for now.
And I also wanted to say, and I know Sherry, I think she's still in here. They are starting a Saturday spotlight. So if anybody has any premieres that they want to put out there, it could be anywhere from 2 minutes to 30 minutes in time, your premiere. So if you have anything and you want to showcase it in the Saturday spotlight, reach out to Sherry, Awesome Sunsets Travel, and she can get you all set up. I don't know how it works because I haven't done it yet, but reach out to her. We have our lives on Tuesday nights at 6, but I'm questionable if I'm going to do it next Tuesday night or not. And then if we do, that will probably be the last one for this year because I want to take a little break before the new year just to enjoy some of the holidays. Because last year we did not really do the Christmas movie thing, go look at decorations because we were so focused on YouTube and getting monetized and all of that. I really want to enjoy the last 2 weeks of December this year and do the whole holiday stuff. So we will not be live the last 2 weeks. Now next week, which is wrong calendar. Next week is the 12th. We might be live the 12th. I will put up a thumbnail if we are, but we definitely will not be live on the 19th or the 26th. So just throwing that out there. If you don't see us, that's why. Maybe we'll do a pop-up somewhere in there at one of these holiday things that we go do, but we will not be doing our Tuesday night live. All right. That's really all I have. Anybody have anything else they want to throw out there before we end? All right. We'll see everybody at Bruce is live tonight at 9 p.m. And everybody, if I don't see you, have happy holidays. And we'll see you next year if we don't see you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.